All right. A while back, I'd heard one of my friends from church cite Pascal's wager. I don't think this is a great argument, at least certainly the way it's presented, but I don't think it's a great argument in general. But I assume from hearing him cite it that it's still a thing in Christian circles, so there's possibly more objections to it. But I was thinking of at least two objections to this argument. The basic premise would be that I think Pascal had said something to the effect that a person should believe in God because he has everything to gain if he's right and nothing to lose if he's wrong. Right? And I think he may have presented as this type of binary where either God does exist or he doesn't exist, and there's a 50-50 shot either way. I said shot. There's a 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot either way. So, objection number one. The whole idea that you lose nothing by being a Christian is a very... I think it's the wrong perspective to take. As much as I believe Christianity is correct, and I believe I'm correct for following it, I believe my worldview is correct, you can't act like there's nothing you give up for the sake of Christianity. Right? There are self-sacrifices we make. There are things pains that we undergo for the sake of our Christianity. That to a person who believes that this life is all we've got would seem quite illogical, and they wouldn't want to undergo those things. They wouldn't want to deny themselves those things. Right? So you can't pretend like you lose nothing by becoming a Christian. Apart from that, though, it feels like the whole simplistic binary, 50-50 shot either way, either God does exist or he doesn't exist, the presumption is that Christianity is the only legitimate religion. And therefore there's this binary, 50-50% chance God does exist or he doesn't exist. But it's not the case. There are other legitimate religions. So it's not a question of whether God does exist or he doesn't exist. It's a question of whether the God of the Christian Bible exists or he doesn't exist. It's a question of whether the God of Islam exists or he doesn't exist, or the question of whether the God of Judaism exists or he doesn't exist. So it's not this 50-50 shot, this kind of clean binary of whether God exists or he doesn't exist. And if you believe he exists, then you're going to heaven. Anyways, that's my thoughts on this issue. I might do a couple more of these. Kind of critiquing Christian thingies. But that's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please press the like button, subscribe, and leave a comment if you want to.